Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all good? I hope so. Baby, listen. Let's get into some of these comments, honey, because after Mel's live yesterday, baby, she been all over social media. And as I do, as I tiptoe through social media with my church finger up, and I started to see her pop up on those, like, entertainment news sites, I already knew. As much as I like to read, I ain't gonna be able to read them because, baby, I ain't gonna be able to stomach them comments from them women who suffer from internalized misogyny, giving grace to the abuser. I always want to say the woman should have did it. I don't like her and she the problem. And I knew it because I went to one of them. One that I would visit when I used to watch the show. And they comments used to be pretty good. Baby, I went over there the first 5. I was like, oh, no, ma'am. Let me go. Let me get on up out there. Tiptoe my tail right on up out there. So then I kept on tiptoeing. I came across this young lady who said that she was on that live. And she said, baby, that tea was so good that I done spent over $250. I was like, okay then, ma'am. You better. And then Mel did another live today. But I didn't see the whole thing. I was in and out because, Mel got us over here with this proper preservation, baby. I had to get some grass cuts done. You know what I'm saying? But listening to what I did here, I'm like, baby, I'm going to have to start calling her Moneybag Mel, baby. Because she was like, I don't like niggas. I don't like bitches. I don't like nobody. Baby, Mel said we can get gangster. We can keep it cordial. How you want to go about it? I don't backtrack, mate. I don't miss nobody. Baby Mel said she don't miss none of them 304s. Baby Mel called them folks all types of stuff. I said, yes, Mel in her bag today. Keep on messing with that lady if you want her. She ain't playing with y'all. She is sick of y'all. Both of you. And I'm tired of you. I know she gotta be tired of it because y'all ain't got no sense. Like, leave that lady alone. So, baby, let's get into these comments, honey. So, the person says, Martell is jealous of Mel and Jason, and he wish he could get Mel back. They like, who is Jason? That's like, Jason is her security guard. They said Mel was the money and the mind in that marriage. Ariane thought she was going to have the life that Mel has. She's finding out the best thing about Martell was his ex-wife, and she hates it. That's the only explanation as to why she hates Mel. She was tricked by him, but unlike Melody, Ari can't move on to be successful. I said the same thing. She is embarrassing herself being with him, not realizing Mel afforded them that lifestyle. Was she not supposed to? All of us are supposed to have a life like Mel. Why would we not? Now, mind you, I'm going to call this lady Miss Houston because Houston is somewhat in her name. Yeah, she don't like Mel. Because I didn't read a couple of these comments and I could tell by some of the stuff that she say, right? So the person responds to Miss Houston and says, the point that the person was making is that Ariane thought Martell was going to come boss her up and put her in the position Mel is in. She thought Martell was the brains behind the funds. Whole time, Mel is the brain behind the funds. Mel helped him boss up with her degrees. And this person's like, and don't forget that Mel had the certifications along with the degrees too. Martell didn't have the certifications and couldn't pass the contractor's certification. It took him multiple attempts. Clearly, Mel the one who made Martell. Some women don't understand that it is that man's spouse that makes him and makes him look good. Some of y'all just don't get it. Martell still wants her and he knows he can't have her ever again. So here comes somebody else that don't like her. And in their name, they're called educated. So, but we're going to see by their comments, right? Who want a baby mama of 4? I'll wait. Yeah, the baby daddy, obviously, he's obsessed with her. Now, this is the same person that's talking. Did that sound like it made a lick of sense? First, she say, who want a baby daddy of 4? I'll wait. Then she come back and say, the baby daddy, obviously, he's obsessed with her. So somebody responded to her and said, that's her baby daddy, ex-husband, LOL. Those his kids. So make it make sense. Mel was never a baby mama. She was his wife. That's his ex-wife. He fathered all of her children. It was like, Potink. The men who are dating and marrying them, like, be for real, for real. Martell, the man she's been with for a couple of years now, the men in her DMs, the men that don't want you, why is her ex from 5 years ago chasing her while his current girlfriend is in the car beside him? He wants her bad. If Mel said yes, that man will run back home. And he said it multiple times. He never expected her to leave him. He's angry with her for that. He's also angry because he's the only one that got left. We know they all cheat. In parentheses, Scott brothers. He's just the only one that lost his family. And that's why he hates Marcel and Maurice. Once they lose their wives, Martell will be nice to him again. So this next comment says, Martell regretting life every day he opened his eyes. And this person said it could have been different. Somebody responds, I rewatched the old seasons hoping he would have just got it together. But nope, he took Melody for granted. They were such a beautiful family. And he knows all of that, word for word. I think Martell was really done cheating, but when Ariane had called while they were in the car and it was outed that she was pregnant with his baby, Mel was done with him. And Martell is miserable because he never got his wife back, who was a great woman to him, and got to spend the rest of his life dealing with Ariane, and they put 3 sick emojis. At this point, Mel needs her own reality TV show. Like, I love her. I'll watch it just to see her win and succeed, baby. He doesn't love her. He's mad he can't control her anymore. His ego is bruised, so he's trying to punish her. He's obsessed with Mel. Typical man. He's trying to humble her. She busy helping him harass Mel, and he's on TV talking about he has to make sure she's the right one. Goodness, how embarrassing. She shouldn't have dropped the DV portion. Now he feels like he doesn't have consequences. She did that for her children. She should have kept the charge for her children to see there are consequences to your actions. Martell riding around with his pet billy goat. It's not the pet billy goat. Martell riding around with his pet billy goat, harassing his ex. He's depressed, pressed, and very stressed with that albatross around his neck. Girl, love it. Not albatross. Whew, not a pet billy goat, girl. The mistress is so pressed. Girl, I thought the man was the prize. Mel gave her that man, and he still don't want her. Exactly. She got the man, and she's on the show. Why are you still bothering Mel? Pressed. She should not have dropped it. Martell hasn't stopped anything until she started being serious with Court. Now she would have to start it all over again. Literally. That wasn't smart of her to do. Been going through this for years, and because they kept asking, she gave in. How many times did she ask them to leave her alone? I can't believe she dropped it. Right, I thought she was smarter than that. Due to how they acted, I'm disappointed. Prosecutor made a deal. She had no choice but to drop it. Okay, thank you for adding this. It's being made to sound like she dropped it. That is what she should have said, not she dropped them. Right. Trust me, she learned today they can't help themselves. Sorry to say, she probably will have to do it again, but we'll have to have security for a long time, unfortunately. Right. He isn't going to take her seriously at all, just like before. Martell has been physically ABing Melody, and I'm glad she finally told it. Not the mistress coming to court like Brene did. Y'all, who is Brene? I don't know Brene. But here go Miss Houston again. If that's who he's dating, why was she not? You don't go places with the man you with just because you don't like the person. Use logic. Some things y'all say don't clock logic. It's been over 5 years. So this person responds to Miss Houston and says, maybe because it's none of her business. She can support from outside the club. He wouldn't do it for her, so why is she doing it for him? He called this woman a peasant. She's done for going back to him. Coleslaw, is that you? Because you find hard in these comments. Why do women be so ready to include themselves in men's drama? If it was before you, why do you want to be involved? Y'all are so easy to be tricked. He's a serial cheater and is known by what he said several times, even though he's trying to act like he wasn't. I could see if she's been going out with him to different places, but this the first time. If she can't compose herself, she should stay at home. Why put him at risk to get put back in jail? Because you want to show up and pop off at the mouth. Coleslaw wishes that Melody was her mama, and so does Martell. Coleslaw wanted to be Mel. Getting Martell wasn't the magic she hoped it'd be. The mistress so jealous because Melody is that girl and the definition of a woman. That's actually genius. She's making money off live and products and spilling tea without being attached to the network. I hate that she's dealing with this. Martell is the sassiest man I've ever seen. The sassiest. I spent $400 on that live today with all that good old tea. Mel said she had time today. I wouldn't have dropped the charges. Lawyer fees were racking up. At some point, it's cheaper to drop it. Just drop it. I asked her why. She said for her kids and to co-parent in peace, and he flipped the script. I think he uses the kids to manipulate situations at times as a way to antagonize her because she stopped tolerating him. She gotta drop a discount code like Super used to do when she would drop them Lewis discount codes. She would never give him the benefit of a doubt to come back, baby. She ain't doing it. Martell is mad his partners in crime still have their wives. Martell hates he hates her. He misses the life he had with Melody, and Coleslaw thought she was going to live the life Melody had. So happy Mel gave us this tea today with our orders. Martell doesn't need a platform. They want to bait her for a storyline for themselves. After every tea drop, she should have given us a discount code for future purchases. Let me get on the marketing team. Because Mel got away and he didn't expect it, and now he watching her glow up. The mistress should have been mad he did all that because, ma'am, he still got a thing for her. Nah, something just don't sit right when it comes to Martell and that other woman. I always felt like he would do something to Melody physically and the other woman would help. It's giving for my man. He uses her to be his attack dog. Melody needs to be careful because Martell has that lady hating her. Mel said he punched her, threw pillars at her, showed her a pow-pow, and threats to unalive her. See, I didn't know that. She said it when she was on live, and some of this was filmed on the show, but they edited it out. He got mad because she rejected his advances. I was in there when she was dragging them folks. Girl, I placed so many different orders and bought that lavender soap. I done dropped $200 in 30 minutes. I hope somebody screen recorded it. Martell is so obsessed with her. I love Mel, not praying for her and the kids. Yeah, the gag is, Ari thought she was going to get into Mel's pockets because she knew Mel had the money, not Martell. Ari want Mel. She don't want Martell. Like, be for real, for real. That's exactly why I would not have dropped the charges. She didn't. He pled guilty to a lesser charge. Mel didn't drop him. He just pled guilty to a lesser charge. Her products are great and they really work. Honestly, I would not have acknowledged them. But hey, whatever sells. They kept coming back bothering her instead of just leaving. I actually like her products. I've tried a few and the quality is there. Crazy part about it, he was never the good guy. Not you brought up the inventory and got the tea. It's sad and concerning the court won't grant her a restraining order, probably because of the kids. I was on that line the whole time and my mouth was like, what? Now, how would Mel know what Arion's daughter says? She never spends time with her. Her kids told her that. Mel takes real good care of her babies. Team Melody. That's the source. Some kids? Child. Her kids are around Sloppy and the band. Yes, I believe it. Oh, okay. Yep. Mel kids tell her everything. And the bird and Martell hate that. So her children told her. And that's what y'all going by? So she thought it was good to say that. But let's say he come back and say that her kids said they want Arian. She'll be mad about that. I thought kids were supposed to be off limits. Well, that's what the kids told her. You mad about it? You just gonna have to be mad. Her marketing is top tier. He wants Mel. And the mistress wants Mel. We go to the same gym and he's always in there crying about her to some trainer. He always crying about Melody. Like, for real, girl, I can believe it. Spilling tea and making paper. Why did she drop any charges? She should have known better. Cause she still wants Martell to be able to provide for his kids. Carlos isn't going to fire him. It's no more being nice. Mel gotta stand on business. Martell think it's a joke, but the joke will be on him when he is locked up. Because he pled guilty to a lesser charge. The courts did it. Oh, okay. Martell wants to be Mel. Clock that T. I almost ran off the road when Mel made the statement about the daughter. Girl, it was the bird sounds every time she called that woman a bird. Coleslaw could never, and that's why she gone forever be mad at Melody. Right. And they knew what they were doing when they was messing with that lady like that. I watched the whole live. It was so good, especially when she called Ariana a scary beat. Mel is a great mom. Baby, Mel played no games today. She was off the chain and I was here for it. Look, somebody send me this live because it sounds too good. Baby, it was the birds chirping. Not Coleslaw coming to court. Listen, y'all, find me this live because I want to listen to it at work. The live was good. I'm trying to tell y'all. It sure was. She told it all with demonstrations and everything. Oh, here go Miss Houston again. If she brought them up in this type of conversation, it's given she is just as obsessed. It's been over 5 years. She knows where they stay because of Coleslaw. She knew about the woman before the show. When I wanted to fight, ain't no state or country safe. In real life, Crash House would have took care of the show. Don't wait 10 years and don't bring up the kids because talking about kids, that's going to be fighting. That's going to be a check you can't cash. So all of the etc. means everyone is obsessed with the drama for sales. She loves saying she's better, but you mad at that woman over Martell. Martell? So this person responded and said, did you listen to this video? This is clearly new information. They went to court last week and people in the comments were asking her questions. Are you cool? Mel said that she didn't drop those charges and to correct people, they took off the DV, but he is still required to stay away from her. No contact. Mel is a mastermind. This is too funny. They are messing with her and she used their asses to make money and they ain't making nothing. Go Mel. Martell and Coleslaw are both obsessed with Mel. Hopefully she can get a protective order against him. Hold up. This the same girl he called a peasant? Girl, yes. Tisha and Marcel are why I had to stop watching the show. They so annoying. Her body scrubs are good as hell. Baby, my body be smooth. I was so glad Mel stuck up for herself. Martell has been out of line for a minute and it's horrible. The show continues to give him a platform to do so. She filmed it, y'all. He was harassing her. She was talking and greasing up and everything. Right. That video was wild. He is so childish. Mel is really that girl. Cause that Mike is a true narcissist. I just pray the kids are okay. Yes, she was telling everything about when she got off that elevator. And I bought some products. Wait, this is still happening like to this day? This is crazy. Baby, I was cracking up. When she said he was in a car with a bird, girl, I fell out. Hey, ma'am, did you screen record it? I would not have dropped nothing. Oh, baby, here come his educated. If Mel was such a boss, why does she keep putting that man's name in her mouth? Melody is a bitter pill. Martell is unbothered, but she on that BS. She is a liar and trying to make herself relevant by using their names. She clout chasing. She has him on video harassing her. And somebody else said, what? Mel never talks about that band or his SLUT. She's out here selling her products and making a bag. Baby, them people broke. Bet you won't get no likes off of that. Is this Coleslaw? Somebody said it gotta be. Baby. Martell got them shackles on Ariana. She ain't going nowhere. She can't even go live. They was like, wait, this happened today? Miss Rogers won't ever miss a beat. You hear me? Thank you for sharing, baby. I missed the live. I'm rooting for Mel. Wait, and Coleslaw was on the passenger side while this man hanging out the window talking to his ex. The way I would have popped him upside his head. Look, I wouldn't have dropped nothing. Mel should have never dropped those charges. You at work listening and calling us as soon as you get out. Girl, that's what I'm talking about. Baby, the people we're here for right now, Miss Houston and Miss Educator, I don't know about them. But yeah, y'all, those were some of the comments. And now y'all get down in the comments and let me know what you thought about the live from yesterday and the live from today. And I see that Mel made a couple of posts in her stories as well. And I also saw that Martell ran over to TK like we knew he would, baby. If we were to bet $10,000, be like in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we already know he gonna run too. Baby, we'll be sitting on 5 figures in our bank account right now. But y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I know some of y'all were like, you haven't been seeing me in the algorithm, and that's because I'm trying to move myself out of the Love and Marriage Huntsville algorithm. I don't follow like a lot of people, not everybody that covers that show, because I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it in my algorithm. But I have been posting, like I reviewed Divorce Sisters. I'm reviewing Heart and Hustle Houston. I'm doing movie and TV show reviews and clips. So just make sure you had your notification bell on and just come over to the page to see what I posted. Okay. And now get down in the comments, y'all, because we need to talk about this. And I'll talk to y'all later.